This next segment reminds me of that brief period of time when there was a fad for universal chat apps so that you could talk to anyone you wanted, whether they were on AIM or Yahoo Messenger or MSN or what have you. A new app called Beeper is promising just that for the modern era, universal chatting that could unify 15 different chat platforms into a single interface. But there's quite a big catch, i.e. it's not going to be cheap, and also, well, quoting The Verge. The app is the work of a team that includes Eric Mijakovsky, the CEO and founder of former smartwatch manufacturer Pebble, who announced its launch on Twitter. Beeper's site notes that the project was previously known as NovaChat and requires a $10 per month subscription. Although Beeper integrates with the world's most popular messaging services like WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, Slack, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and Facebook Messenger, it's the support for Apple's iMessage that's perhaps the most interesting. iMessage is only officially available on Apple devices, and it's often cited by users as something that prevents them from switching to Android. Mijakovsky says Beeper should allow iMessage to work on Android, Windows, and Linux, but admits that it's, quote, using some trickery in doing so. An FAQ on Beeper's website gives a more in-depth explanation of exactly what this trickery involves. If you've got an always online Mac, then you can install the Beeper Mac app to act as a bridge, similar to the approach AirMessage uses. But things get really wild if you don't have access to a Mac, at which point Beeper says it'll literally send each of its users a jailbroken iPhone with the Beeper app installed in order to act as a bridge. At this point, we should probably mention that using Beeper involves paying a $10 a month subscription, which may or may not include the cost of the iPhone. Just in case you thought Beeper was joking, in a follow-up tweet, Mijakovsky said that he currently has 50 old iPhone 4Ss at his desk, ready to be upcycled for use with Beeper. If the workaround works, as Beeper claims, then the result should be a universal chat app that works across macOS, Windows, Linux, iOS, and Android, offering a unified inbox and the ability to search across messages from each of the 15 services. It's built on the open-source Matrix messaging protocol. Mijakovsky previously described NovaChat's relationship to Matrix as akin to Gmail's relationship with email. And although the client app itself isn't open source, the bridges connecting it to other chat services are, end quote. As Tom Warren noted on Twitter, Beeper sounds interesting, but the reality is that it's $10 a month and you have to have a Mac running 24/7 to get iMessage support. There are also other universal chat apps that aren't subscription-based, end quote. For his part, Mijakovsky says his end goal is to eventually push everyone in the world to the Matrix platform itself instead of those various fragmented chat platforms. In the meantime, he's busy working on bringing a dark mode to Beeper's next update, as you do these days, of course.